Hello everyone, how are you? Today I'm going to be your personal English tutor. My name is Presentasi. Let's begin the lesson with dependent clause. We are going to learn about two kinds of dependent clauses, noun clause and adjective clause. What is a noun clause? A noun clause is a dependent clause that works just like a noun in a sentence. Function of a noun clause. Just like a noun has a various function, a noun clause has a multiple function too. A noun clause can perform by following function. First, work as a subject by performing or constituting the action in a sentence. Second, take the place of the object in a sentence by receiving the action. Third, act as a subject complement by identifying or describing the subject. To have a clear understanding and how noun clauses are used in a sentence and how they perform different functions, let's go through the example. First, noun clause as a subject. The example, what amused my son is always surprising. How we would finish the assignment on the time is still a question. Noun clause as object. I have been wondering if I should take an auto. Does anyone know where I could find a clinic? Noun clause as a subject complement. This was exactly what I was looking for. A tub of tender coconut ice cream is what I need now. Noun clause as an object of preposition. You will have to be ready to face the consequence of whatever decision you make. Priya would be happy with anything we give her. Next, we'll move on to adjective clause. What is adjective clause? An adjective clause, also called a relative clause, is definite clause that modifies a noun or pronoun. It tells which one or what kind. Let's go to the example. There is the mountain that we are going to climb. The blue tennis shoes, which used to be my mom's, were under the bed. Daniel, who was late again, sit next to me in English. Using definite clause is a way to combine sentence. Daniel was late again, plus Daniel sit next to me in English. Daniel, who was late again today, sit next to me in English. With relative pronoun, an adjective clause generally begins with a relative pronoun. That, which, who, whom, whose. That connect the clause to the noun or pronoun it modifies. The relative pronouns shows the relationship between the clause and the antecedent. For example, there is the mountain that we are going to climb. Antecedent, mountain. That connect the clause we are going to climb that with the antecedent. My blue tennis shoes, which used to be my mom's, were under the bed. Antecedent, shoes. Which is a pronoun replacing shoes in the dependent clause. Shoes used to be my mom's and relating it to the subject of the independent clause. Next, Daniel, who was late again today, sit next to me in English. Antecedent, Daniel. Who, Daniel. So, the dependent clause means Daniel was late again today. Who is replacing Daniel in the second clause and relating it to the subject of the independent clause. The relative pronoun has a grammatical function in a sentence. The hint. When choosing between who and whom, consider how the pronoun is used in the independent clause, not the independent clause. The example: there is a mountain that we are going to climb. That is the direct object of the infinitive to climb. My blue tennis shoes, which used to be my mom's, were under the bed. Which is the subject of the verb use. Daniel, who was late again today, sit next to me in English. Who is the subject of the dependent clause. There are the students who are going. Who is the subject of the dependent clause. These are the students who are going. They are going. Those are the students for whom I bought the tickets. Whom is the object of the preposition for. Those are the students. I bought the ticket for whom? I bought the ticket for them. With understood pronoun, sometimes the relative pronoun is understood and not written in the sentence. For example, have you seen the book I lost? Have you seen the book that I lost? The teacher I had the 5th grade really inspired me. The teacher whom I had the 5th grade really inspired me. With preposition, if the relative pronoun is the object of a preposition and is left out, the preposition has no choice but to dangle. In informal, spoken English, this is fine. It is also fine in spoken English to end with the clause with the preposition. However, in formal English, it is better to put the preposition before the pronoun. Note that the preposition is part of the dependent clause. We go to example. Informal. This movie was the sequel we had been waiting for. Another informal way. This movie was the sequel which we had been waiting for. But informal, this movie was the sequel for which we had been waiting. Another informal way. Do you know the actor Shelley is talking about? Another one. Do you know the actor Shelley is talking about? But in a formal way, do you know the actor whom Sally is talking? Note that becomes whom or which. With relative adverbs, adjective clauses can also start with the relative adverbs where, when, and why. They connect the dependent clause to a noun in a sentence. The relative adverb modifies the verb in the dependent clause. We go to the example. This is the bench where you and I were supposed to meet. Another example. 6 o'clock was the time when we are supposed to be there. Third example. This is the reason why I couldn't meet you. That will be the end of our lesson today. Thank you for your attention. Enjoy your learning journey and have a great day. See you again next time. Bye bye.